All right. Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday. Missed y'all last week. I had to do some late work. Didn't get out of work till super late. Pretty much the same time I got out tonight. So we're running by the seat of our pants. We got my friend Sham sitting with us tonight. He's the tournament director of the Georgia Kayak Fishing League. He's a content creator, kayak fisherman, and a really good dude. So Sham, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the chat?
Hey, what's going on, chat? Yeah, like you said, Sham. A lot of y'all might know me. Y'all into the kayaks in Georgia. If you don't, then I'm the director for GAKFL. Do some content, not really heavy on it, but a little bit. So, yeah.
There you go. All right. And what are you fishing on?
I'm fishing on the XTR, man. Right now, I'm fishing on the XTR, the SKF. Planning on getting the RVR and getting rid of the SKF. I think I'm gonna do a little more rigging this year, maybe. Um, Try to get back into rigging. I kind of got out of it the last few months, so that's something else I do as well. Y'all don't know, do some rigging and many other kayak needs, whatever you need, I can do it pretty much. Down there, festive with Nate, Tim, Alex. So yeah,
Yeah, and you're on the pro staff now for Bonafide too, right?
yeah, it came as a surprise, a real surprise. I didn't even expect the email. I was just think I was playing a PlayStation or something, and I looked at my phone. I got the email from Bonafide, so that's real cool. Real happy to be a part of that. So far, some of the guys that I've talked to that's on the team, everybody's real good, real cool. So yeah, and shout out to Nate as well.
Yeah. he helped me out a couple of those before too, you know.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. So yeah, shout out to Nate for that, man. I really appreciate it. I'm excited to be a part of the Bonafide team for 2026 and going forward. So I'll see how it goes this year. If it's something that I like, I'm a try to stick with it and stay on the team.
Yeah. Yeah, I just submitted my year-end review for Native. So, fingers
How does that
crossed.
work? Like, what you when you do the year in review? What is it about?
You just answer the questions, they ask, what events you've done, what tournaments you fished, what how you placed, stuff like that, and you just kind of fill it all out and send it back.
Okay, so you back on native?
And I haven't got a contract yet. They're
Did was
usually
your first year on there?
behind Bonafide though, right? So like Bonafide will do
Yeah.
theirs and get their team nailed down, and then Native does. I know they've been sending out reminders and stuff in the group chats
Okay.
for a
Okay.
couple weeks now, like, "Hey, get it done. Hey, get it done."
How long
Because
you been on the native team?
last year was my first year.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So yeah. Okay. You liked it?
Yeah, I mean it was cool. Yeah, you know, uh, not much changed for me. You know what I mean? I'm not a top tier content creator, right? So
Yeah.
I'm not getting the gear and stuff like that, which is fine. I'm not complaining, right? But so it's pretty normal, you know what I mean? Discount and spread the stoke, as Tim and Nathan would say.
You think
Spread
you're
the
gonna
word.
go to that Titan X hammer?
I'll probably go to the Titan X, not the Hammer.
Go to the Titan X. What's why not? Why not the hammer?
Just I do so much lake fishing, man.
Yeah.
99.99% of the time I'm on Lake Lanier or somewhere similar to it. So the Titan is just it's like a dock, man. It's a
Yeah.
walkway, and it can handle all the weight that I want to put on it. And the Hammer could too, right? Don't get me wrong, but I know that the Titan's going to be a little more stable. You know, I see a lot of people wanting to compare the Hammer and the Titan X when they're not the same.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're not the same. You compare the Titan X to like the XTR as far as stability goes,
Yeah.
where the Hammer and the Slayer or the Hammer and the P127, would be uh, more comparable in my eyes.
Yeah. Okay. What you think about that? The UMax.
I like it. It's nice. I like it. I like the rear storage hatch, man.
The
I
rear
like
hatch,
that.
yeah, I really like that rear hatch on the UMax. That's one thing I was looking at. I like the rear hatch. I'm not really sure if I like the rod storage on the side because if it was a kayak I had, I don't think I would use that. Um,
Yeah, I never have either. Like, you know what
yeah,
I mean?
but I
I
do like that rear storage.
if I get a Titan X, the rod storage in there, I'll probably, put plugs in there or USBs or voltage gauge or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
not
I
I'm
see
not
we got
about
some new canoe guys up in the chat
it.
right now.
In the chat.
Yeah, Ken in the chat, Larry Bug in the chat. He's a new canoe guy. Who else in the chat? I think John. I don't know what John's fishing out of.
Don's on a feel free
Okay, yeah.
for
See,
now.
Kevin. I know Kevin got that PWR with them double motors, man.
Yeah, he does. And live scope now too, so he can't complain
Oh
about
man. Okay.
I'm
Yep,
gonna
man.
fire you a question here from Steven Sturgeon. Any
Okay.
thoughts on the Flux Jet? It looks small to me.
Uh, I've been looking at the Flux Jet. My first impressions on it when I first saw it, it looks good. I like a lot of the features on it. How it's kind of pre-rigged already. It got the lights on it and everything. I think it does have like the USB connection it already. Um, my only thing that I saw that I was kind of questioning was the motor on the bottom, the jet looked
Hmm.
like it was 3D printed, but I think it was like a prototype, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, I hope it was. But as far as the Flux Jet, I think it's gonna be a good kayak. I don't think you're gonna see a lot of them though. I think it might be one of those where you just see a couple of them here and there, but it's a pretty cool kayak for sure.
yeah, it's cool. I think they're gonna be pretty slow. I don't think. I think when people hear jet, right,
They
they
think
think
it's
fast.
fast, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean, and then I'm curious to see. I know they do it for like marketing and stuff, but I'm curious to see real world testing of people up in grass and way up in the
See,
shallow
that's where I
dirt.
think it's gonna shine in the grass. I think that's where it's gonna shine at in the
As
grass.
long as it doesn't get clogged up.
Well, I think it got those. So you familiar with the Bixby motors, right?
Yeah.
I think that motor is pretty much made like the Bixby. You know that. So I don't. I mean, I don't think it's gonna suck up grass, but
Okay.
I think they have those guards too that can go around them too.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, so I mean, I think it'll be a good kayak. Hmm. Front motor on it, I don't think we're gonna really see those like bow mounted on them.
No.
Not even sure if it's made for that. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
We will see when they come out.
I haven't done a whole lot of research on them.
Ken say, "Oh, now you like the UMax sham." I
Yeah.
never said I didn't like the UMax, Ken. Like, I come on, I had the unlimited, man. But like I said, I mean, if you already got an unlimited, it's a nice upgrade. If you don't have an unlimited and you're thinking about it, I would definitely recommend it to somebody, just because of the space and the size of it. But it's a good kayak for sure.
And then we got Silverpunk says that Big Bass Chris is about to release a grass blade attachment for the NKs.
Mm.
Hmm. I wonder how that works. Probably just cuts through it, I guess.
I know they got the rock guards. I haven't heard about that one from Big Bass Chris. I'm gonna go and check it out and see if I can find out some stuff on that.
Oh, John G wants an RVR. I know a place where you can get one.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Go down to Festive and get your RVR, man.
It's on a vibe kayak. What is
Yeah.
that? The flat jet? I don't know about that. So, you went fishing this weekend?
Yeah, man, we had a pretty good time. We went out to Lanier. I supposed to met y'all up there. Y'all took off before I got up there and got in the water. You
Yeah, I
and
seen
Nate.
your truck when I got out and left.
Yeah, I was up there, so I ended up just hanging around with Ken Lee. My friend Van came out there. It was DJ was out there as well too. So yeah, we hung around out there and did a little fishing. some of them really got on them out there. It was a good day for sure.
Yeah. So what were y'all doing? Were y'all out deep scoping, or were
Yeah,
you up low?
yeah, they was making fun of me because I was out deep scoping, but I was out deep scoping in dead water. So yeah, man. I sometimes, man, I just be want to get out the house. So when I do get on the water, sometimes if it's been a while, I'm not really even focused, man. I'm just
Yeah.
enjoying the moment, for real. So sometimes I'll be like that. If I'm real locked in, then yeah. But other than that, I'll just be trying to have a good time. So that's pretty much where I be at with it, man. I'm not real competitive on it, not on that
Yeah.
side of things. Like, I mean, I know we do the tournaments, I do it for fun too, but it's like I said, it's just for fun for me.
Yeah. Same here. Same here. If you get a good finish or something, they say the light shines on a dog's ass every once in a while.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm just hanging out in the shade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
But
what?
Ken got on though. I think Ken caught he maybe caught like 30, 40 fish, man, on
What
Saturday,
was he? What
man.
was he throwing? What was he
I,
throwing?
I don't know what he was doing. You know what I'm
Ah, come
saying? I
on.
ain't gonna give his sauce away. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give away his sauce, but I mean, I was throwing, minnow, jerk bait a little bit, but like I
Yeah.
said, I didn't really get on him. But he wore him out for sure.
Let's see. I think y'all were just on the other side of the island from me and Nathan,
Yeah, yeah.
because we were kind of on the back side of the island. Man, I was just dragging a shaky head around all day.
How you
That
do?
was the only, yeah, I did. I mean, I did all right. I didn't catch 50 fish or nothing like some of them guys, but
I
I
think
did
Ken
okay.
be
I
out there
caught some
putting
good
spells on it,
ones.
man, for real. I don't know what Ken be doing, man, but something ain't right about it. That's all I know.
I
Something
went
like
out there with that new worm from Cast, the Nova,
yeah.
their Nico style worm, and I put that on the shaky head, man, and they liked it. It did pretty good. It did pretty good. And then I went out yesterday and I couldn't get bit on the shaky head. It was all a jig head minnow. That's the
Oh.
only thing he bites on.
Ken said I was throwing to his kayak. Man, get out of the chat with all of that, man. He said I was just happy to be there. For sure. That's all right, man. I was just happy to be outside, man. Hey, you know, life gets you, man. You got the kids and the wife and working. So whenever I can get out, man, I'm just trying to enjoy it. Turn my
Yeah.
phone on
Enjoy that.
airplane mode and just enjoy it.
Yeah, get your peace and quiet out there and mental reset. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. He said, Sham gonna call the DNR on me.
I am for sure. I really am, man. He like I don't know what he be doing out there, but to go out 2 days in a row, one day you catch 40 or 50, the next day you catch 30 or 40. Something's not right about what you're doing out there. I can't put my finger on it, but something's not right about it. There got to be something illegal about what he doing catching that amount of fish.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, we didn't catch numbers at all.
Yeah,
But my fish were all 17, 18 inches. It would have been a decent day for a tournament if I had somewhere to turn them into. What's up, Thad? Shoot. He's like to run that mouth, says I can't catch them without forward facing sonar. Well, you'll be glad to know that every fish I submitted in the Bass Nation tournament was caught without forward facing sonar because I
boom.
was having transducer problems.
What you got? The 34 or the 32?
I got the LVS 34. The position sensor in the transducer went out.
Oh man. So did you
So
get it replaced?
no, I don't think that they're going to warranty it for me because it's got a couple marks on it.
Yeah,
Which I did that the very first day I took it out, right?
yeah,
And now, over a year later, something starts happening. I don't think it's related, but they're not going to feel the same way, I'm sure. I did figure out a way to kind of tune around it,
yeah,
and still, I mean, I've still got a screen. I can still see them. I got it dialed in. It used to look better, 110, 120 feet out. Now
yeah.
it doesn't look as good, but I can work with it. It's fine.
I gotta upgrade my deucer, man. It's been on my list for a little bit. I still got the 32, but I'm one of those guys to where I'm not gonna replace nothing until it breaks.
Yeah, it did. And this issue with the LVS 34 seems like it's pretty common. Um, I know Miko's is doing the same exact thing.
Yeah,
And then you go into like the Garmin groups and stuff, and it seems like they're giving out transducers like it's nothing.
yeah. You
Garmin.
can go on there and get yeah, yeah. I mean, you can find them used for a pretty good price on the marketplace too.
Yeah,
If you want to take that chance, but
right, exactly. Until he cut, he said, "I'm gonna smack talk Alex until he comes to Mississippi."
in the future.
Yeah, I'm not coming to Mississippi. He already said he was gonna come here, and Thad challenged me to a day on Lake Lanier that he would catch a better bag on a fly rod from his kayak with no electronics or nothing than I could in general.
On Lanier?
Yeah, I
Hmm.
told him, come on with it.
Yeah, tell them to come on. Tell them to come on up here. Well, over here.
Come on with it. We're gonna do the Bassmaster kayak. I guess it's an open on Santee Cooper in May. There's a bunch of us getting a room, and we're gonna fish that tournament.
Oh yeah, you gotta let me know when y'all doing that. You
I
going
think
there?
it's May
Also?
30th. Hmm?
You said the 30th of when?
May.
May 30th. Okay, that's plenty much time to try to plan on that. You
Out
you
there on the Santee Cooper.
you think you gonna head down to Seminole for the Bass Nation event?
Seminole, no.
You
I'll probably do Hartwell. I'll do Alatoona, and I might do Lake Oconee. Uh,
oh, I forgot they had Oconee on the schedule this year.
it just depends, man. I'm waiting on this other schedule to come out, and well, I'll kind of plan them around that.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Big
yeah, yeah. We got to get into that too.
GAKFL.
So with the GAKFL, right now we kind of looking at different options because with a lot of the stuff that's been going on with the tournament series and a lot of the events and the accidents that's been happening, um, we want to get insured before we return. Um, that's probably the most important thing to me is to get the club insured. Some kind of liability, something, the club name, the anglers, anything I can get insured. So that's kind of what we're working through right now, trying to figure that out. So I know y'all been looking for a schedule, but that's why we haven't put out a schedule yet because we're trying to figure that out. Also with the other clubs, the other surrounding clubs, with their schedule, it's real condensed. And what's happening, what will happen if we just pop out a schedule, it won't be a well thought out schedule because, like I said, those other schedules are so condensed that if we do that, you may have three events in one year. Um,
Yeah.
I don't see myself fishing that amount of tournaments in 1 month. I wouldn't expect other people to. So that's something else that we got to think about, and we trying to, figure out how to work around that Bass Nation schedule. Hopefully, we can come to something in the next couple of weeks. We can figure out something. At least have an answer for the guys. Are we gonna throw a series this season, or are we gonna wait till 2027? So that's kind of the talk with all of the directors right now. Is just trying to figure out the best way to go about doing that. Um, so that's where we at with GAKFL. Yeah.
Okay. Um, is that all that's gonna change? Is there any other changes in store?
Well, yeah. So there is another change with the insurance thing. We will have to be registered as an LLC. So part of doing that is we're going to have to do a name change because GAKFL has already had an LLC in the past, I believe. So we will have to come with something new. So we was thinking about Georgia Kayak Bass Anglers.
Yeah.
Uh, so I think that's a pretty cool name. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. If y'all don't like it, GKBA. Yep, that's what Larry said. Georgia Kayak Bass Anglers. So yeah,
Like that.
that's all we got going on, man. We just trying to really figure out the best way to go about this for the season without having 3 tournaments in 1 month. Um,
Right.
that's where we at with it.
Okay. Okay.
You got any
Um,
input on it?
are y'all gonna do anything? So since you're having to do the LLC, you're having to do insurance. What changes are you gonna make to the club? Is there gonna be any like membership dues now?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So if we are able to make that happen, there will be membership fees associated with with that insurance. So far, I've talked to 2 companies. The best quote that I've got right now is about $35 an angler. Um,
Okay.
that for the whole season, everybody to be insured. But that's the only thing, man, that's really holding us back right now is just trying to get that LLC down and get the club insured. So once we get that, then I'll put up a post in the group and see where we can go from there. If we can't get it done by February, then I think we might sit it out this season.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's completely understandable there. Okay, so we got name and logo change. We got membership dues. Any other big rule changes that you're thinking about or anything like that?
Um, I think the rules are pretty solid from last season. We went through a lot of hoops, and we went through a lot just getting the
Yeah.
rules to where they are now. I think right now the rules are at a good spot to where they're clear. Um, I don't think we're gonna change any rules. Double motors, I'll still allow it.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
about live scope?
No, we gonna no. FFS is banned. No live scope. No.
You can only use it if you're by yourself or
You
somebody
can only
with
use
you.
it on pre-fishing. That's it. Nah, just kidding. No, we won't. That's something I wouldn't touch. 2 motors, yeah, Kevin. 2 motors still go. That's one of the reasons why we do want the insurance as well. We, we just need the insurance, man. Plain and simple. That's all we need.
So what are you thinking like as far as a number of tournaments?
Actually, let me look at it. Because I did have like a little draft of tournaments for months and everything. Like I already got a schedule. I just don't want to put it out without it
Right.
being right.
Right.
Um, so I'm thinking about 7 tournaments. I think that'll be pretty good. And if we did come back, we would have 4 of those tournaments when Bass Nation ends. Because I think their last tournament is in June, so that'll finish out the year for the local trail. Have 1 or 2 in conjunction with Bass. Um, 2 river brawls is what I'm thinking about. The
Yeah.
river brawl, that was probably not probably, but that was our most successful event that we had last season. That was the biggest turnout was the river brawl. So we would definitely come back with 2 of those.
And Joshua Good said, "What's the potential for a fall trail since the spring is so condensed?"
That's a good hmm, that's good. That's a good question. That's something I
Yeah.
haven't thought about. I can definitely look at that. A fall trail would be pretty cool. Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. So we can
Yeah.
definitely look at that, Joshua. Um, yeah. Any other suggestions, man? Y'all don't hesitate to post this stuff in the Georgia Kayak Fishing League page. That gives us all ideas. We're all a community together. So um,
Yeah.
anything y'all suggesting, man, we really consider it. So yeah.
Yeah. I would say, that's I'm on the board of directors with Sham. So I already know the answers to all these questions I'm asking pretty much.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's you
He's
really want to make sure you're not stepping on other people's toes. You know what I mean?
yeah, man.
And you want to try and be cohesive with everybody. So it's just we got to tread lightly, right?
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean? And just,
Um,
but I like that idea for the fall trail.
the
And
fall
then
trail
Silver,
that sounds cool. Actually, to be honest, so last season when I first came with the GAKF, well, before the GAKFL, when it was the Slay Nation where we first started out, it was
yeah,
myself and David Adamson. He fished a few of the trails. One of his idea was, man, let's do a trail for the cold, for the the fall and the winter. Let's do that. I said, man, see how this season go, and next season we can think about something like that. But yeah, that's potential right there.
yeah, I like that too. And then Silverpunk says, "What lakes and which month for each lake would you like to have on the schedule?" I mean, that's giving out the
You
schedule.
want the schedule? I tell you what. I tell you one place that will come back. Juliet.
Yeah,
Juliet to come back. Still, nobody touches Juliet but the John boats. Juliet to come back. Of course, the reservoirs. I think that's what makes us a local trail is going to those reservoirs that
yeah,
Bass doesn't go to, getting a chance to fish on those electric reservoirs. I mean, y'all talk about it every week on here, man. It's really good
yep.
fishing in those electric reservoirs. Um, so HLC, just to name a few, Bear Creek. It's a couple of them. But what
Hollis
my
City.
idea was to do a weekend reservoir event where you could fish a different reservoir Saturday and Sunday. Still
Okay,
submit 5 fish. You just submit your best 5 from the whole weekend.
okay, I like that. I like that. Ken said, "Man, take Juliet off." That was the best day that lake had all year. Man, I've read some stuff because I was planning on fishing that Juliet tournament, and I was doing my homework, and I was reading that back in the '90s there were some 15-pounders getting caught out of there.
Juliet is fire. I don't know what Ken talk. His scope don't work on Juliet. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
His scope don't work on Juliet. That's got to be what it is.
What? So what's Juliet like? Since I didn't get to go, is it a lot of timber, grass? Like what's
Grass.
going?
Juliet is a grass lake. It's grass. It's grass, man. The water is clear. It's a pretty big reservoir. For a kayaker, it's a nice size reservoir. I think they got 2 ramps. You got Holly Grove and Dames Ferry. Um, it's it's good fishing out there, man. A lot of structure and rocks and stuff. He said I
Yeah.
caught the big fish, Sam. I don't remember that, Ken. I mean, we can go back and check the stats, but I don't remember that. 6.5 pound, 22.5. I don't know about that, Ken. Now you still numbers at this point. But yeah, I think you know what Ken did catch the big fish at Juliet. I do. Yeah, he did catch a big fish. He caught big fish. I
Okay.
don't know if it was a 6.5 pounder, but I know
That's
he
down
caught a big
south,
fish.
right? Like Macon or something like that.
Yeah, it's actually like I think it's maybe 15 minutes from Macon. It's the town is actually called Juliet, where it's at.
Okay.
Yeah,
Any
but it's
alligators down there?
nah, definitely no gators out there.
Okay.
Nah, no gators. You look like you worry about them gators, man.
I don't know.
Come to Eufaula, man. Let's go to Eufaula. Let's go out there
Yeah,
for the bass tournament.
alligators in there too.
Yeah, let's go to Eufaula.
I'm gonna deal with them at Santee. That's for sure. That's for
Johnson,
sure.
Ken did get
I'm
big
not
fish.
scared of them, but I mean, you know what I mean. It's an alligator, so
I see the comments, man. Everybody is talking about the fall schedule. I think
yeah,
we need to look at that. That's a good
yeah,
idea.
that is a good idea. What are your thoughts on doing like not a whole schedule, but just like one like a team tournament?
Like just like off the schedule or
Or part of the schedule, but
part of
just
the
like
schedule.
one team event.
I'm not opposed to anything, man. If it makes sense, then I'm for it.
Yeah,
A team tournament, it would definitely be fun. I probably a team tournament. I think it probably would be better on the river at a river
yeah,
brawl
okay,
because that kind of makes you have to not makes you, but it kind of encourages people to partner up with somebody on the river.
yeah,
So it's a lot of benefits there doing it on the river.
yeah. I know that my buddies in South Carolina that run their local club. They do one. It's called the Firecracker Team Tournament, right? And the
Hmm.
winners they get it. They get entry into their tournament of champions or championship, whatever you want to call it, right? But they randomly pair the anglers together, so you don't get to pick your teammate.
They randomly pair you.
Yep. So
Hmm.
I think that that can get two guys that haven't really talked very much, or they might both fish completely different ways, and you can make a friend, learn something, teach something. It opens up a lot of opportunities for that kind of stuff. Yeah, draw your random teammate.
Now, something else I just thought about while we talking about the club is what if we start up a little later in the year and go through the fall?
Yeah, yeah. That's I was kind of wondering the same thing, like fall trail. So say you do like first tournament in, I mean,
March,
September.
April, or September.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
you can start it up there.
do it once a month until the end of the year.
Do once a month to the end of the year. Yeah, yeah, that's
Or
a good idea.
till like February, run it till like February,
Yeah,
and that's your fall and your winter right there.
yeah.
September, October, November, December, January, February.
That's probably with the way that the bad schedule is, that's a good option to
Yeah,
keep it from having three events in 1 month. It's
yeah,
us to start up later in the year. Yeah, so we're gonna seriously look into that. Look at that
yeah.
one.
That's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. What do we say? North of Macon, no gators. Cool. Well, I hear like as soon as you get south of Atlanta, you'll start to see them alligators in the Chattahoochee. Now, I've never been on the
I,
Chattahoochee,
hmm.
but
So
I have that.
I've only ran into gators on Eufaula.
Okay.
That's the only place I ran into gators. On the Chattahoochee, I've fished all the way down to Columbus side, like down there. Haven't ran into any gators. So I can't speak on it. I haven't ran into it. And I hope I don't. But like I said, I only ran into some on Eufaula. And when I fished in Florida, of course. But
Yeah. I've been around them when I lived in Texas, right?
I know I
Uh,
see the posts on Facebook where people will post the fake gators in Oconee and Sinclair. You seen those?
yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard about one in Lanier too. They say there's one up around Don Carter.
I don't know, man. I don't want to run into it,
Something.
without a
Let's see.
rule for a
What are
team.
the rules for a team? We don't have rules for a team yet. That was just kind of a thought, right? We would have to sit down and talk about that one. OC has gators close to Macon, and Oconee has gators below Sinclair Dam. Okay. It seems like they pretty much keep their distance, though, unless it's mating season or something, right?
Yeah. You said ran into gator on Seminole. I didn't run into one out there. I'm glad I didn't.
My friends in South Carolina run into them all the time.
But I've only fished Seminole once. It wasn't this year. It was, I think, the 24 season when Bass went out there. I went to Seminole. I'm thinking about going this year, man.
Yeah?
Uh, yeah, I'm thinking about going out there this year. Supposed to be a little group of us, so we can put something together, like Airbnb or whatever. I'm gonna go.
Right. That's why I'm doing the Santee deal, right? We're all staying at that place called Relaxed Retreat.
Hmm.
We got a big, huge cabin for all of us, and it ain't even $200 a person for five
Yeah.
nights. So that's I'm looking forward to it, right?
Have you been up the Chick yet?
Huh?
You been up to Chickamauga yet?
Chickamauga, Chickamauga. No, I've fished Chattooga though. I've been on Chattooga. I've done like all the North Georgia stuff, right? I know
Yeah.
Chattooga's like Carolina, but I've done Chattooga, Carter's Lake, Notley, Blue Ridge, and there's one more that I'm trying to think of. I can't remember the name of it because I did the AKFL a couple years ago. Um,
Are they coming back?
yeah, they're back. They
Okay.
dropped their schedule too, um, and they're doing a lot of it's all the mountain lakes, right? Here, I'll pull it up real quick,
Yeah.
and we'll talk about it. Because I mean, it's not a bad schedule. A couple of the like timelines are kind of
Hmm.
questionable for like when they're fishing certain lakes, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when I say it. But I mean, other than that, I mean, it's a good schedule. It's a good schedule. I know they're doing one kind of like random tournament where with no forward facing sonar, right?
Mm.
You can use down scan, side scan, stuff like that. It's a one off deal, and either the winner or the top three get a seat in the championship,
Wow.
which is cool. I like that. Let's see here.
And they do like the cash pay-ins, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it's you, and that's one of the reasons that I'm not doing it anymore. Right? You got to wake up really early. You got to
Yeah.
drive hour and a half, 2 hours
Yeah.
to be there in time for the captain's meeting,
And then you
and
go to your spot.
then you go to your spot. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
So you're leaving the house at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and waking up like I already have enough trouble falling asleep. You know, so it's like, all right, here we go. They start February 8th on Nautilus, March 8th at Chickamauga, April 12th on Chatuge, May 17th at Nickajack, June 14th, Blue Ridge, which that one's going to be interesting, right? Because they don't have big parking lots at Blue Ridge. There's only a few
Mm.
boat ramps, and they fill up quick. You know what I mean? Like that
Yeah.
lake is pop.
And then
And
in
then
summertime.
September 20th, they have Lanier.
Okay.
And I think that's Labor Day weekend.
Mm. So all of the dates you named, um, if we can come back, we won't have anything on those dates that they have. So
Right,
yeah, so
right.
I like their schedule.
Yeah, and then their championship will be a 2 day in October on Gunnersville,
Okay.
which that's a lake I want to fish. I want to fish Gunnersville. I want to fish Gunnersville bad.
John say, are we gonna have any new lakes this year? I'm not asking for the schedule like Kevin did.
Yeah.
Kevin said, I just wanted to know what lakes Shan would like to try and have on the schedule.
Oh, that fish.
Man, like I said, I want to put some new stuff on there, man. Like I said, I think it's gonna be some reservoirs that'll be if it's gonna
Yeah,
be.
I like the electric only stuff, man. I like
Yeah,
the electric only stuff on there because that it gives you some breathing room, right? As far as like the insurance goes, ain't nobody getting run over by a boat.
yeah. See that's another thing. Like if that's really when I started it, when I came in with the trying to be a tournament director, that was one of the things that I wanted to do because bass had already existed and they already hit the big lakes, the Lanier, Alatuna, Oconee, and Seminoles, and all of those lakes. What I wanted to do was have a trail for the reservoirs, the electric reservoirs. That was one of the things I wanted to do, but I know everybody is not a fan of the electric reservoirs. But with that, it's a place for everybody. If you want to fish the big lakes, you can do bass. If you want to do the electric reservoirs, you can do GAKFL.
Right.
So
Okay.
that was one of the things I did want to do.
Yeah, mine said it was on Labor Day weekend, but they changed it. Okay. Yeah. Cool. That's a cool and it's a good schedule. I like it. It's different, right? You know, because it's usually just Carter's Lake and all this stuff up here, but they're adding, Chick and Nickajack and Gunnersville. Like that's pretty cool. I like it. I like that a lot. But see, like if I know it, and it's the championship, but if I was going to do that and fish Gunnersville, I'd have to go down there the night before
Yeah.
for sure. I know it's not that far of a drive, right? But
Mhm.
if the captain's meeting is at 6 o'clock, it's a far drive.
Yeah, it is. You had to leave your house what 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So Labor Day is the first Monday of September. All right, there we go. I am I'm calendar challenged.
But
Coat
what,
Ultimate fishing, learning from the best. I will be in a kayak soon. Hey, all right, man. I like to hear that. Kayak fishing, man. It's not for everybody, uh, but everybody should try it.
Ken said, "What's Sham's favorite snack on the water?"
Yeah. What's your water snack, dude? What's the boat snacks like?
So when I go fishing, I always stop at Quick Trip, and they have these little cinnamon scrustle things. Have you ever seen those? They
Mm-mm.
like little, not cupcakes or Debbie cakes. It's a cake, but it's like cinnamon. It's
Okay.
yeah. So that's what I usually like. I'll stop and get me one of those, a pack of those, some coffee, and a bag of potato chips and a
Okay.
sandwich.
Okay. Bag of potato chips. Then I'm all uncrustables.
Ken, I know what Ken like though. He like those peanut butter things. Those what are they? Those you seen those frozen peanut butter and jelly
Yeah, that's what I
sandwiches?
just said. The uncrustable.
Yeah, the uncrustables. Yeah, and I like
Yeah.
them. You know, I like
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
But Ken is a big back, so it don't surprise me. He probably go through six of those on the water.
Oh man, that's a whole pack right there.
He said they got chitlins at QT. I don't know what he talking about. I don't know why
No,
he.
I do the uncrustables. A bottle of water that I usually never open, right? And then either a coffee or a soda. And then
He can.
I will take too like some of my kids' snacks.
Oh yeah, I clean their snacks out. I clean the snacks out. Like I'm on the water with fruit snacks, Capri Suns, all kind of stuff like that. Yeah, I clean their snacks out.
And there's another brand too that makes like the uncrustable sandwich, but it's not with peanut butter, it's with sunflower butter. They're called like sun butter jammies. Those are really good too.
I might have to try that. I might have to
They're
try
pretty
that
good.
one.
I think she gets, yeah, uncrustables in the air fryer. Boy, we've done already had this on a whole episode. People thought I was crazy for putting my uncrustables in the air fryer, dude. I'm telling you this.
That sounds crazy. That
The
really do
chef
sound
kiss.
crazy.
It's delicious, bro. It's delicious. It's like toast on the outside and then warm, gooey jelly and peanut butter on the inside.
Yeah.
It's awesome. They're awesome. I like it a lot with the because they got all the different ones, right? You got your strawberry, grape, they got the Nutella, and they've got peanut butter with honey. Those right there in the air fryer are delicious.
Hmm. Ken, while Ken on here talking, he had a bit of an episode on Lanier um, Saturday.
Oh, Saturday, what happened?
Yeah. When we get off the live, ask him where did he hook his fish at. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, he did some foul hooking. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say. Yeah,
Oh, I think I know where you're going with that.
yeah, he did some foul hooking out there Saturday. That boy's wild. But yeah, man, Alex, what's your thoughts on a electric reservoir schedule?
I like that. I mean, I love fishing Lake Lanier, right? If there's a tournament on Lake Lanier, I want to fish it, But I'm on Hollis Latham just as much. I've been to Hickory Log a couple times. I like the electric only because you don't have to do this.
Yeah, and like you said, that do give you some relief with the insurance and everything like that. Being on
I
those.
would just try to look at the John boat clubs, right, and the electric boat tournament clubs, and try to make sure you're not fishing on the same days as
Yeah, the
them,
same
right?
days as them.
Because
Actually,
most
I have their
boat ramp.
I'm on their they have like a spreadsheet they sent me last season. And I see they just updated it for next year. Where I can already see what days they own each reservoir.
Okay, perfect.
So
Because it's
definitely
dude,
playing around them.
log it up bad. You know what I mean? You get 12, 13 of us out there. You got 12 or 13 of them out there, and we're all trying to launch at the same time.
Yeah. But see,
you know?
with that too, that has potential to go to cash pay in
Yeah,
if we all at the same place.
yeah, 100%.
So
Yeah, I mean, it might be something worth talking about.
Yeah,
Just do this year, do all electric only reservoirs, and that would give your, you know what I mean, something different, right?
yeah,
You know what I mean,
and
instead
it,
of everybody else.
yeah, and I think that's a good entryway for um, guys just getting into it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Especially the guys just getting into it, right? Because they're the ones that are always the most nervous, about boats and jet skis and stuff like that. And,
Kevin said, "I'll tell you, August 15th is a Slay Nation John Boat tournament on HLC. Don't pick that day." Even if I don't think that'll be bad because I know. So I'm really good friends with the director for the John Boat series, Vassy.
okay,
Um, the club is not that big, so even if we was out there with them, they're usually between 7 to 10 people at their
okay,
tournaments. So that won't even be a factor if it's the same day. I mean, HLC is big, so I mean, it'll be enough room for us.
okay, yeah, cool. He said, what do you say? Hickory Log this year had a John Boat tournament same day as ours. I don't think that was a very big one though, man. Because even I got there late and there was
How's
still
that
some
refrigerator?
guys ready.
How's that refrigerator? Sorry, my daughter run around here. Leave the
Oh man,
open.
my knocking on the door earlier, trying to tell me good night. She's learning how to open the doors too. I'm gonna have to put those doorknob covers on because she'll just open the door up on you now.
Yeah,
No private bathroom breaks, no nothing like that.
yeah, but yeah, that's where we at with everything, y'all. It's the club, man. That's what we trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Ken said, and you can fit 3 trucks down the ramp. True. HLC it's. Have you ever been to HLC?
hard labor? No.
Oh yeah, you can back 3 trucks down that ramp easy, and it's still room on the side of the ramp for kayakers if you got like the wheels and everything.
Yep.
Everybody like it's big enough for everybody to launch. Like if we come
Uh,
back and we did like a reservoir only schedule, that's one of those places where it's good. It'll be good to have it on there twice.
okay.
It's good fishing around April. April and May is like on fire at HLC.
Okay.
Then around September, August, October and stuff, it's still good around that time. But when it's like really really hot out there, it can get tough out there at HLC. Like so, it's HLC is a good. That's one of my favorite reservoirs to go to.
Yeah. I've almost fished a couple because we used to do that 444, the Georgia 444 thing, right?
Yeah,
And there were a couple times where we were almost gonna land on fishing there, but we ended up fishing Latham or Lanier instead, which I'm not gonna complain about. You know what I mean? I'm 10 minutes away from both of them, so
I don't think I've been to Latham yet. I haven't been to Latham.
I like Latham, man. It fishes a lot like Lake Lanier does.
I've
It's
been to
got small
Yargo.
mouth.
I like
I've
Yargo.
been up there. I've never been to Rocky Mountain.
I've been I've been to Rocky Mountain too. I've been out there to Rocky Mountain. I've been to Yargo. I haven't been to Latham. I've been to Bear Creek. I've been to a lot of the reservoirs. This,
Yeah,
but all of this comes back from fishing with the John boat clubs.
right. The first cast was a 1975. Man, that's bad luck right there. A fish on your first cast, that's bad luck. Especially at 19 three quarter.
Yeah, I was just finna say. I think Kevin is right there on HLC. Yeah, he right there. You go out there, you might run into him any weekend out there.
So he's disqualified.
Ant said he had a 19 yesterday. Don't choose Bear Creek. You don't like Bear Creek? Oh man, Bear Creek is. I like Bear Creek, man. They pull some numbers out of Bear Creek.
What is going on here? Latham is fire. Yes, it is. Latham is really good, man. Like I said, it fishes a lot like a miniature Lanier, but it's got a little bit of grass in it. It's got like the some bank grass, like the reeds, I guess you call them reeds, and it's it's got some good setup areas. It's got some big largemouth. It's got some big spots. Um, I've caught fish over 19 inches out of there before, like healthy ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And heck, Walton Doyle just caught like a 23, 24-inch largemouth out of there this summer,
I
right in
think
the
that's his home
middle.
lake too. Ain't it?
Yeah, he's out there all the time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Larry said, "Let's give us something to talk about. Let's work on it. Let's do it." Yeah, for sure. That electric schedule, that's solid. That's
yeah,
solid. That rectifies the thing with the insurance for sure.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we gonna
And
get
it
on that, man.
pay out, dude, because like you said, if we're all meeting up in the same parking lot, bring your money with you,
Yeah.
and
The only thing we would have to figure out is the Turning X thing. Like, will we still use Turning X?
oh yeah, right. Mm, as far as like AKFL was, and I don't know, it's been a year or two. You just brought your picture back with you, right?
Yeah.
And everybody would look at the pictures together, and there was never
Yeah.
any issue.
I mean,
There
because of
was
course you got your identifier in it and everything, right?
yeah. You get your identifier in the morning in the parking lot, and
770. Is that? Um.
that's Hannah.
Oh, that's
What's up?
Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah
Okay.
Struther.
Oh, okay, Hannah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, what's up, Hannah? Yeah, I've been following her on
Yeah, her on here
IG
too.
for a long time.
She's down South Georgia
Yeah.
catching hogs. Do the chips like Vassy.
Nah, I'm not a fan of the chips. I'm not a fan of the poker chips.
How did y'all do that? What was that?
So the way that works, he would have not that saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just not a fan of it. But he would have like a
Oh
handful.
no, that's Justin. 770 fishing. That's Justin.
Okay, that's who I thought it was. I thought that was Justin Speeds. That's what I thought.
He's 706 fishing is what it is.
Okay, but yeah, with the poker chips, we would all meet, wherever we fishing, whether it was Stone Mountain, HLC, or whatever. Pay in cash. He give you a poker chip. The poker chip got a number wrote on it. The poker chip just has to be in the picture with the fish.
Oh no, I don't
Yeah,
like
the
that.
thing with the poker chips that I didn't like is it's it's so easy to lose them inside of your boat.
Right.
I can only imagine how easy it is to lose it in a kayak, putting it on your board or sitting it on a fish and taking a picture. I'd just rather have the identifier.
Sorry, Justin. Man. If it said your name, I wouldn't have forgot about it. The picture is so tiny, and I can't see. It's been a long day. All right, leave me alone.
And so look at the $0 entry fee and shake people off for who pay. Shoot, if it's a tournament, man, everybody gonna pay in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're more than welcome to come out and fish still.
Let's see. So the way they do it is, right. They'll have the captain's meeting. He'll go over the rules and tell you be back at this time. If you're late, right, they'll start deducting
Yeah.
for every 5 minutes or something like that. It's a quarter of an inch. Um, and when they leave, right, he'll just point. Give me a letter. Give me a number. Give me a letter. Give me a number, and then that's your identifier. It's random, random, random. Um,
Oh, okay. I like that. I like that.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna need another new one, John, because the name of the club is gonna change. So that means there's gonna be a new logo. Um, the GAKFL is gonna retire.
Yeah, I
It's
think GAKFL has ran its course with drama, um, so many different directors over the years. I just think it's ran its course with GAKFL, man. I think it's time to put that to bed.
yeah. I don't blame you at all. I don't blame you at all. He said, I'm saying to still be on Tourney X and still have a cash pot. So the only problem I think with that is that the Tourney X fees, right?
Yeah, the
They-
fees, the
They've
fees.
got their fees. You can't just make it a $0 entry fee and then use the app, right? We would still
Yeah.
have to pay fees. Um, yeah. Yeah. So I think that's the only thing you'd really have to figure out. You could try maybe fishing chaos, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure how
I
they
mean,
are
so
either.
you can still do the Tourney X, but say the entry fee was $70, right?
Hmm.
You can bring 65 cash, and we just have the entry fee on Tourney X at $5,
Okay. Yeah.
and that covers what Tourney X charges for each angler. I think it's like 4.95 or 5.95 per angler on Tourney X. So
Mm.
that's one way you can do it. That way, everything can still be a cash payout because that five would just go to Tourney X because you got to pay them. So,
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
but that'd be the only way to do it. Yeah, that'd be the only way.
He said, that's cool. I don't mind giving Steve work. Yeah, man. And those cards are nice. The Trash Panda identifiers. They're really nice. Like I've got a few of them, right? And the ones that I don't use anymore, I've got them hanging up in my little fishing room. It's like because they're that nice. Like you can just put them up on display. It's
Alex
cool.
said, Larry said he liked the Tourney X with the cash pot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. If we can figure out a way to make it work, man, I'm all for it.
yeah, for sure. We can do that. I'm with it. And like I said, if we do it, if we want to bring it back, we just come back in the electric reservoirs, do Tourney X with the cash pot.
Yeah, it's not a
It
big.
won't be the it won't I mean it won't be the place for everybody. I mean, because obviously it's going to be some Bass Nation guys. They're just going to fish bass, and that's okay. That's what they're for. That's what bass is there for. Those bigger lakes and bodies of water. So I think being a local club, you should really be local. Hitting
Right.
those local reservoirs and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, I like that. Alex, you got a she shed? Nope, I don't have a she shed or a man cave. You've seen my storage area, Justin. It's like I don't have a lot of room, right? It's a small spot. I call it the fishing hole.
I see Justin just got on Bonafide too, man. Congratulations, Justin.
Yeah, he did. He did. It was a surprise to him too. I know he wasn't expecting it, and then he opened up his email and saw that, and it
Larry said Attorney X is down. I guess so. They might be doing some updates on it or something.
oh no, I think he means like he just got done figuring it out.
Oh, he just got done figuring it out. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, that's gonna be your part in all of this. Attorney X and AOI. So if y'all watching, y'all got some questions about the AOI and stuff. Larry gonna be your guy.
Yeah.
So that's something else that we doing, y'all. We trying to spread out some of the responsibilities between all of us, and that just make things run smooth. Um, it's just easier that way to spread it out.
Yeah. You can't put it all on one guy.
How long we got left on here?
We've been going for about an hour, but man, if you need to go,
Oh no, I
we
was
got.
just wondering. I didn't know if you just dropped right off at 9 or not. He said
No, we
appreciate.
do. We try to do 2 hours.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm off work
So
tomorrow. I was off work today, so
it's
I'm
like
I'm
eight to
chilling.
10. But man, really, it's so new. I just try to, and I'm still new at it too, right? Uh, so I try to keep them going as long as I can. I don't want there to be like a bunch of silence, and if we're running out of stuff to talk about, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Then I can cut it. But heck, I
John,
didn't do one last week, and then the week before that was the first one I did all by myself.
Justin said that's why GAKFL felt so bad. before Sham. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna bash nobody, but it's you know, it's always been a bunch of drama, man. And I don't like drama. Um, I don't like confrontation that's uncalled for or not warranted.
Yeah.
I'd like things to run smooth, man. It's just easier. It make
Yeah.
things look better. So that's just where I'm at with it. Like I said, I think that name just ran its course. It's been ran down over the years, and uh,
Mhm.
I don't want to be attached to it if it's going to be that.
Yeah. No, I understand completely. You don't want you don't want someone who's like, man, I want to fish a tournament. Where are you fishing at? And you're like, oh yeah, man, I'm with the GAKFL. They're like, who? Oh, I've heard about them before. You know what I mean?
Justin is on the road,
You got
man.
in defense mode. They said, what are they?
He said, "I will." They're gonna ban me. Justin, hey man, nobody gonna ban you out the club, man. The name of the
Online
group gonna change.
doing a team kayak trail. Would that be the team kayak series, the TKS? Because I think that's the only one I know about. That's all team stuff.
Yeah, I think that's the only one I know about is TKS. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only one. I wonder how they did. I mean, I think I joined their page, but I never really followed what they had going on. So
No, I know Paris and Russ were
they was crushing
always
it.
doing good. Yeah, they were always up there.
Kevin
Um,
said, "Did I see your XTR up for sale?" Yeah, so I had some I had some plans. I was gonna get off the XTR, um, and I probably was gonna go down to a PWR. And if I did that, I was probably gonna rig it out. Um, I think I wanted to do like one screen, like 106 or 126. That was kind of my plan, but and that I also planned on using that for the rivers as well, just getting like the landing wheels and stuff. But that's changed. So I don't think I'm gonna get off the XTR. I think I'm gonna get rid of the SKF and get me an RVR. Um, that's probably where I'm at with it. I think I'm gonna stay in the XTR at least this season. I'm gonna stay in the XTR unless something, in my opinion, something better than the XTR come out. Then you know me, I'm gonna. But yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know. Like my opinion is not everybody's opinion, but I don't. I don't think it's another kayak that's better than the XTR. I don't care what nobody say, Alex.
it's I know how it is because I've been on some kayaks like it, right? Like the Titan X, right?
Yeah,
I think that's up there in stability for to be compared to the XTR because when you push down on it, it pushes back, right?
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like you lean over, that thing pushes back up.
I think what I'm so addicted to on it is coming from boats. I've always had boats. I was never really big into the kayaks like that. I was always into the aluminum bass boats or the John boats and stuff. So I like to stand up, and with that deck on it, it was like, oh, this the one for me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All right. They're having a little bit of a conversation in there. Let them have that.
so I don't know how you can do better than an XTR. I mean, now I'm not. I'm don't take my words and say I'm not saying that it's the absolute D1, but it's up there. I think
Close.
um, I think the Titan X is a solid kayak to get in, like a big kayak. Um,
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think I really like the wilderness as much. I mean, I've rigged one. I haven't tried it out on the water, but to me, it puts me in the mind of a oversized bass raider.
Yeah.
If you ever
Yeah.
you familiar with the
I kind of like them, right? I like the storage on them. I like the two tank wells right in front of you. I feel like it's only a matter of time before somebody tries to turn that into a live well.
Oh, I think it's got. You know, it's funny. That was when I was rigging it. When I was down at Festive, and we had the very first um Tactical Pro. When we had that out there, and we was rigging it. Me and Nick was rigging it. That's all I saw was a live well up there. I said, man, somebody. This is gonna be either for crappy or somebody gonna jump in a John boat tournament and try to throw some bass in there. I'm like, this is a live well. Only thing that I think is if I could change something on the wilderness, I would make the that hatch. I would just make it one long hatch because it got those two small hatches, and then it got that
Yeah,
divider in the middle. Um, at least I would take that divider route, but
yeah,
I think I would probably want to just one long hatch because if you're not using it like a live well or something, like getting those 3700s down in there, it's a real small opening.
right. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Larry says if he changed, it would probably be to the Titan. I would like to have the pedals that I don't have on the Unlimited. So the pedals are cool, but if you got a motor, then you're not gonna want to use the pedals.
But I mean, that's controversial because
Some people do though. Some people
if
do.
if you have the pedals right, so let's say you in a club where you can't go double motors, right?
Hmm.
So you either got to pick between a bow mount spot lock or a NK or a taquito in the back. If you got those pedals,
Yeah.
you can run with the NK, and you really don't need the spot lock as much. It's bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's what I was gonna bring up was running with the stern motor and using the pedal drive as your spot lock because
Yeah,
man, live scoping fish like it can be pretty challenging in the wind when you're doing this.
yeah.
And and you got to keep moving the pole, but you got to keep the reel going, but you got to keep moving the pole because you can't see your bait anymore.
So
It can be a pain in the butt.
man, I had a paddle kayak. That was the first real kayak that I had. So I had a couple of kayaks before I got to Bonafides and the new canoes and stuff. I had the little Bass Pro. I had all of that. But when I got the P127 with the pedals,
Oh, okay, the bona fide slayer.
yeah, I had the Bonafide Slayer, and that kayak made me stop kayak fishing.
Really?
Yeah, I was at HLC. I didn't have a motor. I just had the pedals and a paddle. I
Hmm.
went all the way to the back, and I don't know if you said you have never been to HLC. HLC is big, so I
Hard
went.
labor, yeah.
Yeah, I went all the way to the back, and after I fished all day, it's hot. I'm tired, and I looked at my phone, and I'm like, "Damn, I'm a long way from the ramp. I got to paddle all the way up there." By the time I got halfway, I promised my legs gave out. I said, "When I get back, I said when I get home, I'm posting this kayak for sale, and I'm getting the kayak to put motors on because the P127 is not really rated for motors.
Right.
I mean, people do it, but you're not supposed to put the motor on the P1, at least the bow mount on it. I think you can get away with the stern motor, but yeah, I said, oh no, this is it. I ain't pedaling. I need a motor. So yeah, after that, I'm like, I never go back to kayaking without a motor. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's the way. It is the way. It really is. And then when I bought the Slayer, I knew it was going to be at least a year before I could do a motor, right?
yeah,
Because I'm a snob, dude. All my batteries are amped outdoors and stuff like that. So I got to save my money up a little bit, and so I did. I waited a year. I used the pedal drive. After I got the motor, I still used the pedal drive, but then I added the captain's bridge, and I still used the pedal drive with the captain's bridge. Can still open my front hatch, all that stuff, and it was a little bit after that where I was like, yeah, I just want the space. I don't want
yeah,
it in between more. It's always in the way. If you got it in the water while you're moving, the pedals are going. So you got to like sit all goofy with your legs spread out, or pull it out of the water, and then it's like right in your way.
yeah.
As you're with it out,
Yep.
stuff like that. So I do take it with me, right? But I just leave it in the truck. That way, if something happens, I can paddle my butt back to the ramp, grab my pedal drive, and finish the day, right? If it's a tournament or something. Because I don't go that far anyways, man. I'm
Yeah,
just lazy.
man. HLC, you got to go far. And
Yeah.
that day, that was I think that was the first time that I had fished a kayak tournament. It was with GAKFL. It was at HLC, and I was in that P127. The comment, hey man, you got to get through some of these comments. Let's start with phase fishing. What do y'all think about the new canoe UMAX?
Yeah, that's we were talking about it earlier. I think it's going to be pretty solid. I mean, it's an unlimited, right? They've been
Yeah,
out for a while already. It's just a little bit bigger. I like that rear storage. I shouldn't say this probably because I'm on their team, but I don't like the battery compartments that you sit on top of. I'm
hmm.
not a big fan of that. Um, I'm not. I don't know why. I'm not. I feel like that's usable space.
I mean, but don't it like help with the weight distribution with that battery being under the seat?
But I got my battery behind me anyways.
Oh, so you don't have nothing under there.
No,
Oh, so it's just unused space.
right. I mean, I could. I don't have that cutout, right? You can use it, right? But then like not all batteries are gonna fit in there the same. I did a couple of them when I was out of work over the summer. I did a couple rigging jobs at Festive, and it's like I'm having to trim and Dremel and cut more area out of the battery cutout because the
Yeah,
dang battery didn't fit.
yeah.
It, so it's like because if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna want to put two batteries back there, and I think it would barely fit my one battery. I would have to change over to like Lifetime Minis or something like that.
See, I don't know why people don't run minis anyway.
Right.
Like, if I'm gonna buy a 12-volt battery, it's gonna be a mini
Yeah.
now because they're so available now. Pretty much everybody makes them.
Yeah.
Uh, so if I'm gonna run a 12-volt 100, it's gonna be a mini. I don't think I'll ever buy a 12-volt regular size battery again. Um, I mean, the price got to be pretty much free.
Right. Right. Dude, my 12-volt battery's the size of a car battery. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I had those. I had those, but once I went down to the minis, I was like, man, I'll never go back to a full size. The what are they? Group 27 batteries?
Yeah, it's a Group 27.
Yeah, I'm like I'll run a mini. I'll run a mini. Um, what
Because
else?
I run a 16 volt 50 amp hour for the live scope
You live?
stuff.
You running live time?
No, it's amped outdoors.
Oh, you running the amped outdoors? Okay, okay.
All my batteries are amped outdoors.
You see a difference between that and the 12-volt, like
I
noticeable?
never ran live scope with 12 volt, so I can't tell
Oh,
you.
oh, you don't. Yeah, you ain't never ran it with 12. Okay.
I mean, I heard from a few people, did some research, read some conflicting stuff, and I was like, you know what? It's not that big of a price difference. So I'll go with the 16 volt. They say that the voltage that the picture doesn't change until you drop to like 12 point something. Well, I'll never be anywhere near 12 point something if I've got a 16 volt battery. You
Yeah,
know, that was my thought behind it.
I
So
think
if,
on my
if
live scope, I run a 1250. I've never went dead on the water. Um,
no,
I think I can get 2 or 3 trips out of that.
yeah,
So
same. That's I've got
Newport.
right here. It's got the black box and the battery is inside of this.
Yeah,
Um, man, and I think that whole day that I, well, no, because I didn't use it the whole day, right? I was trying to use it. But a full day, dude, I'll come back. I'll still have 80, 76, 80% left on it after 8, 10 hours of fishing. Like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty wild.
mm. Yeah. I
Did,
still.
That's a good question. Do the minis cost more?
Yeah, they do. You know what? It depends on the brand. It depends on the brand. I think the Lifetime Minis, those are not that expensive. Um, I want to say they're about 250, maybe for the Lifetime Minis. But if you can go mini, yeah, definitely go mini.
Can you put the hammer pedals on the Titan? Yes, it's supposed to be cross compatible, but it's going to be at least a year, maybe two, before you can buy the pedal drive by itself. Right now, it's just going to be exclusive to the hammer.
Starlink Mini. Let me look that up.
Does the XTR swivel seat fit on a PWR? I don't know if I want the new puffy boat seat. So yes,
Mhm.
if you go look at Andrew Blair, he actually just put both of those seats on his PWR. He did the big, what is it called, the Temptress seat, the
Yeah,
big boat,
the big
and
tempers.
he didn't like how high up he sat. It raised up that center of gravity, right? And then he's got a bad back, so using his foot steering, the seat's not as wide on the bottom. He was uncomfortable, so he traded it to an XTR owner for his stock XTR seat. Bought a locking swivel from Mariner Sales, and he's got a locking XTR seat on a PWR.
So he got the lock and swivel seat,
Yep,
but he can lock it. Okay,
locking,
yeah.
got that on his PWR. Yeah, he bought the locking base from Mariner Sales, and he did that, and he's got the XTR seat on there.
Okay. I mean, I
His
think the XTR seat and the one that comes with the PWR Pro, I think they're the same seat.
are they?
Yeah, I think it's the same. Well, yeah, because well, you know, if you buy
PWR
the
Pro
XTR,
comes with the seat, comes with that big seat.
the Pro, yeah, the Pro comes with that big, comfortable orthopedic seat.
Yeah.
Um, but the XTR don't come with that seat. That's a
Okay.
upgrade for the XTR. The XTR comes with that Millennium seat.
Yeah. So that's the one he got, the XTR Millennium seat on his PWR.
Okay, yeah. The Millennium seat is what comes with it. So I thought that the PWR came with that orthopedic seat.
Which what is that, like the Temptress seat?
Yeah, the temper seat. Yeah.
No, no. It comes like with the old school bona fide chair that like
No, I'm
sits
talking about
down.
the PWR Pro that they just
Oh,
came out
okay.
with.
No, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think the PWR Pro comes with that temper seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you got a
Andrew.
PWR, man, I tell you, if you want to get a good seat, that temper seat is the one. It don't recline, but it's real comfortable.
Yeah.
Somebody asked about a Starlink.
Starlink. Sham, I need to. Justin did. Pick your brain on ideas for a Starlink Mini on my PWR.
Hmm. If I was to mount a Starlink, I mean, I don't know if you mean just like where would you
I don't
put it?
know the back, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I would put it right on top of your black pack. Um, yeah, I put it on top of the black pack. That's probably the only place that I would put it.
Mm-hmm. Man, and look into that before you buy it, Justin. And just make sure that you're going to be happy with it, because there's some people that are using them, and I'll watch their lives, and they're still just as
And they kind
laggy
of
and
breaking
glitchy.
up a little bit on it.
Because I guess the Mini doesn't support the bandwidth that's needed for live streaming and stuff, and it might have changed now. But
Okay, he's saying about like the heat in Florida. Oh, yeah, I don't know about that one.
I mean, you gotta be
But I,
able
don't
to.
think, I think it should be okay still.
Yeah, it's got to be okay still,
Yeah,
dude. They have boats like
yeah, I
charter
think
boats
it'll be okay. Needs saltwater reception. I think the Starlink gets reception everywhere.
anywhere you go. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
anywhere.
supposed to be good anywhere. Um,
Need that. How to open the lower unit on a Motor Guide XI3 for maintenance.
Ask Ken. He's a that's what he do. He like to take apart his motors and put them back together with super glue.
With super glue.
Yeah, I ain't never did that. I'm just gonna either buy a new one or buy a used one. Yeah.
Yeah, John. It's probably on top of his black pack. I know a guy that does bank fishing, and his is mounted on like a little radio flyer wagon type of deal. You know what I mean? And he loads the wagon up with all his stuff and drags it around. But I would look into what it supports before I bought it, because if you do that and you're having glitchy and your lives are on like a loop, we call it, you're on loop, right? Where you just like keeps playing the same part over and over again. Uh, I would be mad if that was me, and I
Yeah,
spent that money to buy it and buy the subscription just to know that it's not making the difference that I wanted. I
yeah.
think there's different levels of Starlink, right? They make different models, and
Hmm.
it's like the one that you really need to do live streaming stuff is very expensive.
Yeah. I think
Very,
if I did live streaming, I think I would try to Starlink out. But I don't think I'm patient enough to do live streaming and all of that on the water.
no, man, look, Kevin Underwood does it, and he is a country. That is a country boy right there. Like, if there was anybody that I wouldn't suspect to be like using Starlink and stuff, he's one of them. And man, he's got that figured out and dialed in. He's doing pretty good with it.
But I think
Uh,
Justin do the lives on TikTok.
yeah, he does them on TikTok.
Hmm.
That saltwater reception fishing. Where are you fishing at, Justin? That's one of the Tampa Bay or something like that. Drop that down there. Tell us where it's at. I think he's in Tampa Bay, or maybe he's not. Maybe he's like in Orlando.
He said, "Is anyone going to be brave enough to go out in the cold wind tomorrow?"
No,
Nope.
no. I'm sure they were biting today, but nope.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that. Man, listen, I really don't even fish during the winter for real.
I will. Yeah, I'll fish
I don't.
wintertime. It's the wind. It's those high winds that is what makes me not want to go. Right.
Yeah,
Uh, I've been out there, dude. Those 30-mile-an-hour gusts are
yeah,
scary. They're scary.
yeah.
That feel
I don't really like
like
fishing in the winter too much, man.
flight. I'm good with all that. We're scoping right here today, cranking and yanking. We're scoping right here.
Yeah, that's what we scoping at, man. If we ain't here, then we scoping at all the lakes. We scope everywhere we go. Said the wind was no joke today. Yeah,
No,
it
today was
was
brutal.
pretty
Man.
cold too.
It was like an Arctic tundra outside.
Said you and Alex fished in 40 degrees.
Dude, I fished when it was so cold I kept having to do the old swizzle stick with my rod
Man,
because eyelets were freezing up and my braid was freezing up. Like my braid was turning into icicles.
so I fished now. I fished in the winter a good bit. Back when I was doing the jumbo,
Mhm.
um, they run from freaking January to December.
Oof.
Some of the clubs, I know for sure, Slay Nation, the Jumbo Club, they have a long schedule. They start in January and they go to December. Like he
Ooh.
runs freaking year round schedule.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, November he runs a year round schedule. I think there's a couple of Jumbo clubs that I think cold water anglers or something like that. They have a whole trail for the winter for one of the Jumbo clubs. Yeah,
Damn.
but I'm not a fan of it.
That's a long season. It
Yeah,
said north wind blew hard today, dropped the temps around 40 degrees. 72 yesterday, 34 today, and he's in Louisiana. And it's the same here, man. Man, it was 70s yesterday. Woke up this morning to go to work. Didn't need my jacket, none of that. And it's about 2 hours later, I walked outside and the wind was blowing and it was cold. Me, FaZe, and Silverpunk were supposed to fish tomorrow, but we postponed it. Kevin's still going out, but he's going alone. Yeah, man, that's brave, man. I'm telling you that. I don't remember what lake we were on, man. It was AKFL, and I went out there, and I don't know if I had my motor yet or not. I think I had the motor already. I definitely had the motor, but we were on a lake, dude, and I'm telling you, it was like 35-mile-an-hour wind, like steady. It was crazy,
I
and
tell you
it was.
somewhere I've been wanting to go.
I was
Uh,
very scared. I had to sit. I had to not sit in my seat. I had to sit on the floor of the kayak.
Bump that.
No, it was scary, dude.
You were
It
sitting on
was.
the floor of the kayak.
I scooted the seat all the way back, and I sat on the floor of the yak
Was it
because
windy
it was that. Yeah, dude. It was like 35 miles an hour,
and it was cold?
and it was cold, and I was scared, dude.
You brave. I would have just
I,
got off the water.
I did end up getting out of the water.
Yeah, no, I don't think I can do. I don't think I can do that, especially if it's windy, man. I know some water got on you, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
nah. Mm-mm. I would have stopped fishing at that point. I would have probably sold my kayak.
yeah. My,
This
that
ain't
was
for me.
Carter, Alex. It was bad, bad. Dude, it was scary. I was terrified. I ended up calling it. I sat in my truck for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, no, mm-mm. And that's one of the things about Lanier that I don't like is the boat traffic and how it can get out there.
Yeah. And it'll get quick. It'll
And
get quick.
it 0 to
I'm sitting
100.
there. I went out one time right after I got my native, and I went out to Young Deer Creek. I like that place. I like
Yeah,
Young Deer.
I love young deer.
And I'm looking across the lake. I see some clouds. It's nice and sunny. It's beautiful, right? I'm like, no, I'm putting in. Dude, I didn't even get to the like islands out front of the boat ramp before I was turning around and going back.
Man, I think the worst time that I've ever had on Lanier, I was in my boat. Me and my friend Van, we had went out to Mary Alice. We went out to Mary Alice and we was trying to we left out the ramp trying to get to our spot. We couldn't even. It was so much boat traffic and the water was so bad. Now I was in a 17-foot aluminum boat with a 70 on the back. I couldn't even come out of idle. Like I had to stay on idle. Like it was that bad. I'm like, man, this
Yeah, dude,
it's
Mary
crazy.
Alice gets bad. Like they've got the no wake zone all around the boat ramp,
Yeah,
but it does no good because you've got that channel right next to it that
yeah,
goes in and out of Bald Ridge Marina, dude. And there's
yeah.
boats going back and forth
I mean, they was ripping through there,
all
man.
day long.
Like we couldn't
All
even. Like I literally had to keep the boat in idle, probably halfway to our spot. I'm like, it's this bad out here. Like we might need to just turn around. Like it got
yeah.
bad out there.
I go and when I do a lot of my night fishing, I go out of Mary Alice, and so summertime, right? It gets dark late, so
Man, that's something you ain't did. I've been meaning to get out there with you to do that night fishing, man.
I'll get out there like 8:30 at night, and people are all coming in, right? Because everybody's scared of the dark.
Yeah,
And dude, there's times where I've got to sit there and wait for the lake to chill out because it's just
yeah,
constant waves crashing and unloading off the trailer.
yeah.
It's
But I know the
tough.
fishing be good though once you able to get in there safely
Yeah, yeah.
that night.
Kind of waited. I waited out a little bit, and yeah, because
Do you hit those docks with the green lights and all of that? Do you have any
yeah.
luck around them docks?
Oh no, man, I had no luck around them docks. Waste of time.
Yeah,
Dude, I've caught. I started doing. I started fishing out of the kayak. Wasn't catching. I went like 6 months, dude. I didn't get a bite. I didn't know how to find them. I knew nothing about this place, right?
yeah.
And I started. We hired a dude at work. I became really good friends with him. Going out on his boat with him, 2, 3, 4 nights a week. And we started in the winter, like winter, and he's like, "Man, you need to come out and fish with us at night." And I'm like, man, I like fishing, right? But I just don't think I want to be that cold." And he turns his phone around. It's like a 25-pound striper. He's
Oh,
like, "Yeah, I caught 3 of these last night." I'm like, "So we going Friday? Like, when are we going?" So we would go out there, target striper with ultralight setups. And dude, I caught a 22-pound striper on a 5.5-foot ducket crappie slayer. Like
What?
the rod is called a crappie slayer. It's ultralight, 20-pound braid or 15-pound braid with 7-pound test, and I'm throwing spot chokers on that thing. And dude, I mean, that was fun. Those fish will wear you out on an
Larry
ultra
said he thinking about New Year's Day. Might not be too bad.
to go fishing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I might go New Year's Day. I'm off.
Yeah, I think I only work Wednesday. That's it.
Yeah,
I
we
think I work
close
day
close
Wednesday.
early. We'll close early. We close at 4 o'clock Wednesday, and then we're off on Thursday. And
I think.
but I haven't been there for 90 days yet,
Oh.
so I don't get paid for holidays.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, you got to make it work.
I'm like, man, can we just open for a little bit? Let me come in and make a little bit of money, and then I'll go home.
I think I get off at noon on
Okay.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
I'm off,
we
I'm
get off
off
at 4.
tomorrow.
It's an hour early, but I mean I'm 10 minutes away from the house now.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah,
Great day to go.
I
Yeah,
need to
Friday,
get closer to my house, man. I work like an hour and a half from my house.
dude. I used to do that in Houston. I would literally drive across Houston to go to work. It was hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on traffic, each way. And I was like, nah,
Did you fish when you was in Houston?
no.
Oh man, what?
Oh, yeah, I know. That's man. We would always go fishing like on vacation. Go up to my uncle's house because he's got like a crappie pond, a
Yeah,
crappie field, and there's some bass in there too. But it's in Michigan, right? So you can only fish in that for about 4 months out of the year.
yeah, it's frozen over the rest of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so it just was never really a hobby, man, until after my dad died. Um,
yeah.
we got kayaks that I didn't even know people fished out of. And I just so happened to buy the angler model, right? I'm like, man, what is going on with this? What is that? It turns out they're fishing rod holders. So I went and bought a couple fishing rods, and I went and bought some stuff. And well, I used to catch fish on this stuff, right? So I'd buy it, and I went out and I'm trying to catch fish on Lanier. And I mean, at this point, I've caught maybe 2 bass in my entire life, right?
Yeah,
It's all bluegill and crappie, and some saltwater fish. I did catch some striped bass in the saltwater, and some bluefish in the saltwater. That was a lot of fun. But even that, we were shore fishing the surf from the bank, from the beach. Um, so yeah, once, man, my friend Daniel and his brother, like, they really got that. Like, I went out there with them at night, dude, and it was like the second cast on that ultralight setup when a striper bit and started running. And I was like, oh my God, like, I want to do this all the time.
man,
And I took what they were teaching me. I started taking it out on the kayak and I started catching fish.
man.
And then, um, just I started researching stuff and watching videos, a lot of tactical bassing and bass fishing HQ. What's that? I think that guy's name is Tyler. Tyler something. He does like the fishing with fin apparel and stuff. You
Yeah,
know who I'm talking about. Watch a lot of his videos,
I think
man.
that's where everybody started with that technical bassing.
Yeah, yeah. I would start taking stuff that they were showing me, and I'd start kind of mixing it together with the stuff that the guys that lived here were showing me.
Yeah,
They weren't always fishing, like lakes like Lanier. And I just kind of started figuring it out, man, and then I became friends with Nathan, and I'm I'm out there in my little Pelican, and he's out there in the SS 127, sitting like above me, looking down on me.
hey, what are you doing over there?
Yeah, right. And motoring around, I'm paddling, and yeah, Tyler Berger, there you go, yep. And we would fish together, and he was like, man, I'm gonna open a kayak store. I really wanted an Old Town at this point, right? And he's
Yeah,
like, if we can carry Old Town, you can buy your kayak from us. We'll give you a discount. And I'm like, man, I don't need a discount. I don't need an Old Town. Just let me know when you get the store opened, right?
yeah.
And I was this close to pulling the trigger on an SS 127, But like I said earlier, I knew it was going to be some time before I went motorized, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to paddle around an SS 127 for a year. So I spent a little bit extra money, got the Slayer Max 12.5 with the pedal drive, dude, and that kayak changed fishing for me.
That's D1 you got now, right?
Yep, the same one I got now.
Player, yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yep,
So
bought it.
what you think you're gonna go to when you do switch over? What you think you're gonna go to?
Probably the Titan X, dude, 12.5.
Titan.
Probably. I haven't been on a hammer yet to know if that's what I want. Um, but I really like that. When you can walk on it, man. And when you step over this way, it's literally pushing me back up out of the water.
Do you
Like,
think you're gonna go single motor, double motor? What you plan on doing?
I don't know. I would probably to start out, I would go single with the bow mount just because that's what I have. Um, but I wouldn't be opposed to doing a two motor setup on a Titan X. Not at all. I like those because, and a lot of people complain about the deep floor because they get water in them, right? But guess what? If you put your scupper plugs in, water doesn't come up through the scupper holes, and you have a dry ride, dude.
Yeah.
It's you, if you can't see a boat coming that's gonna fill your kayak up, you know what I mean? Like if you can't take that wave on to not fill your stuff up with water, like you can pull them out in time. If
Yeah.
it starts raining on you, you can pull them out in time before your kayak starts filling up with water.
Well, I don't know if you saw that was one of the things with the new unlimited
Yeah.
with those new scuppers that they got.
What is that?
They have, so if you look at it, they got those plates on the bottom of it,
Mm-hmm.
and the scuppers are adjustable where you can turn them, and that determines how fast the water comes out.
Oh, okay.
So that's, I think that's a pretty cool feature on it.
Yeah, I like that. I
Only
like it.
downside to that is if you got all of them closed and you start taking water, how long is it going to take you to open up all of those scuppers?
Right. Where mine, I just
Just
rip them
crank
out,
them
or
up. Yeah.
you could even push them through the bottom if you were like really, really in trouble. I've done that before. Try because like the little handle on top will indent right and get stuck. It'll like suction itself down.
Right.
So you're sitting there trying to get it out, and you're pushing here and pushing there, and like boop, out goes your
Oh,
scupper.
Larry said they self draining. Okay. Okay. He
I've
said,
seen some like aftermarket ones that you could go with, but I've never tried them. I just
I
use the
think
sub.
I don't run scuppers, but I do like the Yak Hobby scuppers that they make. Uh,
Yeah.
so I mean, it's been on my list. I just haven't got around to it. That's, I don't run scuppers. The XTR, I don't. I never had issues with the water, even with the front motor running.
Hmm.
I don't get any water in it.
Yeah. Mine never really collected water until I added the bow mount, and it was nose heavy, dude. Without me before that, and that's why I built this the way that I did to put some more weight in the back.
No weight in the back. Yeah.
Before I had that, I would put the kayak in the water and like drive it out and hit spot lock while I went and parked my truck and stuff.
I do
And
that now. I still do that.
I came out and I wasn't sitting in it, of course, right? But here's the water line and my rudder is just sticking up out of the water because it was so nose heavy. So I've done some things like this to make it not so nose heavy. And now that I've got this extra 40, 50 pounds in the back,
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
not an
collect
issue.
any water. It's all about the balance, man. And on mine, at least, that I've found. Uh, Mike M is in a video showing how they work. It's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, they've been doing a lot with it up over there at Westbrook. Some cool stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I did see. Well, I don't think I saw the video with Mike. I saw the other video. I forgot his name. guy on YouTube did a walkthrough of it. I know he's on the new canoe team. But
Okay.
he did like a walkthrough on his scuppers and stuff.
Mm, White caps will run me off the water. Cranking and yanking says, "Me too, man. Me
Yeah,
too." If I come around the corner and I see that it's nasty looking, like if I can't cruise and not get splashed in the face,
yeah.
like
Well, see, that's the benefit of the electric reservoirs.
right, exactly. What? Hey, man, I've seen Latham out there white capping in the wind too.
I think the only reservoir that I seen doing that is Varner. It
Yeah,
can get ugly on Varner.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
I've heard.
Varner can get nasty out there. I mean, they sit so low, and is so when it's windy, it gets bad out there real fast at Varner.
Yeah. I feel like Latham's like in a wind tunnel or something. It's like in a holler in the mountains,
Yeah,
and because it'll, you'll look at your watch and it'll say 5-6 mile an hour wind. You'd be like, all right. You go out to Latham, it's like 10, 12 mile an hour, 13 mile an
yeah.
hour wind.
That's how it is at Varner. It get
Yeah,
like that at Varner.
yeah. So I'll tell you. So I've got some stuff I want to tell you about Yak Hobby uh, that I can't say publicly, other
Okay.
than it's a great company. I love their stuff. I've got a ton of their stuff on my kayak. I think Aaron is a great dude. He's a wonderful man, and now is a great reason or a great time to buy from them. Man, they've gone through some struggles. He lost his wife,
Yeah,
care of his kid. It's just him and his son. And so if y'all want to buy some Yak Hobby stuff, go buy some Yak Hobby stuff. It's good stuff. I've used his transducer bracket for all of my stuff on the Slayer, and they're rock solid. I changed all my pull handles on all my cords to the Yak Hobby pull handles. I've got his steering handle upgrade, which is really nice. A lot of people complain on the Slayers and stuff about the steering,
yeah,
and they're doing the Burley Pro this, Burley Pro that. Man, when really all you got to do is fine tune it, and it's not going to be something that you get done in 2 or 3 trips.
yeah,
It's gonna take you some time to get that sucker perfect, right? But now, like I haven't adjusted my steering in over a year.
hmm,
But I've got that handle, so now I added the swivel seat because mine didn't come with the swivel seat. So that raised me up, and I was kind of like leaning over a little bit to get my rudder handle. Well, I wanted one of those like big, what's his name? Like No Limit Designs NLD.
yeah,
Making these nice billet machined ones, really expensive. Can't afford it. And it's gonna get hot. It's gonna burn my hand. Well, I saw that Aaron had, and you don't even have to take the handle off, dude. It all goes over your handle. It raises it up a little bit and gives you that ball that you can grab onto and use that to steer. And he's also got a washer that goes on the backside that takes some of that wiggle and slop out of it.
yeah,
Dude, I mean, other than that, my steering is completely factory. It's patience, man. You got to be patient with it. A lot of people are like, oh, they don't turn well. They don't this. They don't that. When any long boat's not going to turn that good.
yeah.
Uh,
So with
that's
your
why
swivel seat,
I like the bow motor, dude, because that thing turns on a dime. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
with your swivel seat, you got the bona fide base on your native.
No, it's natives.
Oh, I didn't know they made a swivel seat for the
Yeah, that
Slave
got
Mac.
it for the. Yeah, well, so it was a late introduction, right? So like the last 2 years, I think that they made it come with the swivel seat. Where mine didn't, right? The swivel seats weren't even a thing yet,
Yeah,
and so I got the upgrade when it came out from Festive, and it was easy. I mean, you put the base together. Mine it screws down on the tracks, so there's tracks in the floor. So I've got that track as my adjustability too, right? I can loosen it up and slide it back and forth. But I really like it because I don't have to take the seat off ever.
right.
Never ever. It's bolted to the floor, you know. Um, like I I haul that thing around like if I could put my rods on it, dude, I would.
Man, I don't think I got many upgrades I want to do on the XTR, my setup right now.
Yeah.
Um, like I said, I think if I do anything, I think I want to go to running one screen, like a 106 or something like that, and get away from the double screens.
I like the double screens. I would like to have bigger ones. I'd like to have 210s or 212s, but it is what it is. So I will probably change up some of my wiring and have because right now that 16 volt it only runs my black box and that's it.
Yeah,
Uh, that wasn't I didn't do that on purpose, right? It was just kind of a time thing. The screens are already wired up to my aux beam and all that stuff, and I
yeah.
wanted to go, you know what I mean? But so one thing I do want to change is I want to get both screens and the black box running off the 16-volt battery.
I think so with the Garmin. I could be wrong, but I thought these screens can only run up to like 13 volts or
No,
14
run a
volts.
16 volt on it.
They can run
It's
16.
so it's got what did he call it? I think he called it like a step down resistor or something like
Oh,
that.
okay, okay.
It brings so your screen it's one of the things Trent was talking about why a 16 volt is a waste of money.
Yeah,
Because it steps down the voltage at the unit, even though the meter inside of it shows 16 volts. Uh, he said that you don't really start to see a negative effect on the picture until like 12.3, maybe 12.2,
yeah,
somewhere. Don't quote me on it, but and once you got below that 12.2 or whatever that point number was, that's when it started to negatively affect or returns.
okay.
But man, I'm buying a battery, right? Do I want to buy like maybe it makes a difference, maybe it doesn't. I'm gonna buy it anyways because I don't want to buy the 12-volt battery.
And then you don't like that.
Right, and then oh, it does. Okay, so it does make a difference, and now I've got this battery. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I hadn't bought a 16-volt. Why not?
I had thought about doing that when I was rigging for last season. I thought about getting the 16 volt, but I ended up just going with the 1250. Um,
Yeah,
but like I said, I don't think I got much I want to change this year. I think I do want to add a captain's bridge. When I
yeah,
add the captain's bridge, I want to go with one screen. Um, I think I want to fish more this year with one motor. I
yeah.
like two motors, but I think I want to fish more this year with the NK.
Okay.
At least when it gets warmer, when I can run bank and fish shallow, I think I want to go with the NK a little bit
Yeah.
more.
16 is the way to go for live scope now. Most pros are picking that size. I run a 24-volt on my Garmin. Dang.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, and I would agree with you, right? I mean, I've got one. Why? I've got every reason to agree. But the guy that like builds boats for the elites, he knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? I feel like if he he could make more money off of you, right? Yeah, yep, you need a 16-volt battery. Every live scope's got to have a 16-volt
yeah.
battery. But instead, he's honest and tells the truth and says, you make the choice yourself, right? Um, but hey, I don't know. I've never seen one on a 12 volt. I've used Kevin Underwood's live scope and I used this live scope. And on Kevin Underwood's boat, he's got voltage on his screen and it was 16 volts.
Now I
Um,
did do that when I had the P127. I had live scope on it, and I experimented with the 24 volt.
yeah,
I did two of the. I think I had two 12 volt 20 amp batteries, and I ran them together to do 24 volts. I didn't see a noticeable difference between that and the 12 volt, and I just stuck with 12 volt after that.
yeah, right on.
But that's my
So, guys, we've been going about an hour and 50. So, if y'all got any more questions, go ahead and drop them quickly.
yeah.
Sham, you got social media stuff. Why don't you tell people where they can find you at?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Sham for Real, Facebook, Semione Terrell on Facebook. Always checking my DMs. I got videos on YouTube. I don't really post to it, but if you comment on it, I'll see it. I'm on TikTok, Sham for Real, and you can get in touch with me in the Georgia Kayak Fishing League group on Facebook as well. So, any questions about the trail or anything, let me know. Any ideas y'all got? Like I said, we still working through this and we still trying to figure it out. So, we definitely appreciate any feedback y'all got, any ideas, how we can return, with a feasible schedule. Let us know what y'all thinking. We'll look at it, and if it makes sense, we'll make it happen.
Go. Been a great episode. Thanks, guys. All right. And so before we go, what's the most overrated fishing lure? Bass fishing lure. What's the most overrated one?
Whopper plopper,
Whopper fly. I knew that was coming. And what's the most underrated?
the wacky rig.
The wacky. Okay. Danny's not here, man. He probably won't even watch.
Any new bona fides in 26?
Bonafide.
I hope so. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they drop one every year, at least every year. I think every other year they come out with something lately. So I hope they drop a new river kayak. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. Yeah. I would see it, and I wish that Native would drop something more. Like they've got the Falcon 11, but I don't know. Because if I get a river kayak, I'm going to want to put an NK on it. Right? You know what I mean? I'm not going to want to paddle around in the current. So I at least got to have something that can handle one of those. Yeah, Sham, do you believe in Bigfoot?
Yeah, I believe in Bigfoot, man. He's real. It's a real thing. I tell you
All
what,
right.
you don't need to do, Alex.
What's
What I
that?
did, I ran my SKF. That's like a pretty much like a paddleboard, right?
Yeah, right.
At the river tournament, every time that I've taken it out so far, like I said, I don't really like to paddle,
Hmm.
but depending on the river I go to, I will paddle. But I put my NK 300 on the SKF.
Oh, God. Dude, I bet you're up on pad with that
Man, that
thing.
thing got on plane. That thing got up on plane, man. It was flying, man. I pulled my friend. He was with me on the river. He had the PWR. I told him with it and everything. Like, yeah. And Nate was like, "Don't you ever do that again. That is too much motor for that kayak." So
That's
yeah,
great. I
I'm gonna go
bet
to the RVR after that, man.
all in the mail. He's beating
Larry,
everybody by.
Larry said, "Sham wacky." Hey, Larry, no, that's my secret too, man. It ain't. Look, I'm gonna say this. It ain't worked out for me yet. I ain't won no tournaments on it, but I'm gonna win a tournament on the wacky rig in 2026. Just letting y'all know. I'm gonna win a
That's like
tournament at HLC on the wacky rig.
that's what I told Danny. I was like, I typically don't do well in a tournament, and I'm
Yeah,
I'm okay. But one day I'm gonna do well. Like my day will come. It
yeah,
might
it'll
only be
come.
one day,
And
but
when it
my day
comes,
will
they
come.
won't hear the end of it.
No, they'll never hear the end of it.
But yeah, it
Well,
was
all
good
right,
chatting time.
guys. Damn, dude, thanks for coming on, talking to me
Yeah,
about
sure.
the season stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can figure out and come up with. I think the idea of a fall run, it sounds good. So we'll see what we can figure out with that. Uh, Thanks again for coming on, people watching, y'all, guys, girls. I appreciate y'all because we don't have a show without y'all. If it
Yeah,
wasn't for the viewers, I wouldn't be here to do this. So
and I
I
appreciate
appreciate all of y'all. Danny will be back tomorrow. He's got the lunch break and he'll have the Tuesday night show. I'm not sure who they got lined up, And then I think next Monday night, Danny's going to be on with me, and we're having another tournament director come on. Steve Owens with Bassmaster
Okay.
is going to be on. So that'll be another good one. He's probably top 5 tournament directors, or maybe even a smaller number than that in the country. So
Hmm.
it'll be a good one to watch. Thank y'all, and we'll see you next time.
All right. See